Hey, this is John Assaraf with another answer to some of the many questions that I get on a regular basis. And one of the questions I get on a regular basis is, why am I so fanatical about brain research and using brain research in all of my programs? And the reason is, I believe that for the first time in our lives, we're finally starting to get some answers on what causes us to think, what causes thoughts. And there's a difference between thinking and thoughts. What causes one person to be super motivated and to overcome their fears? What causes some person to feel embarrassed and learn how to navigate through that embarrassment or shame or guilt or sadness and move forward and achieve success, while the same types of emotions causes other people to be paralyzed and not go for their biggest version of their life and being their best. And so when I look at the brain research and I start to see the different parts of the brain that work together in coherence or work in opposing ways, then I get excited in having the answers that can teach people how to overcome any of the guilt, the shame, the lack of confidence, the lack of certainty they might have. When I was in my early teens, I felt so embarrassed that I wasn't smart enough, that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't worthy of success because I didn't like school and I didn't do well in school. And that sucked as a feeling. And I had some wonderful mentors who were able to show me that I was worthy, that I was smart, that if I followed my passion and my natural skills, I could achieve something with my life. And it reminds me of an old quote by Albert Einstein that says, if you tell a fish that it should climb a tree, the fish will always feel like it's stupid because it's supposed to swim. Fish don't climb trees. And so one of the reasons, the main reasons that I'm so passionate about the brain research part of what we do is to give people real answers, evidence-based answers to what I know is going on in their heads. Because a lot of people have this external persona of what they want the world to see. But then there's this hidden world in here of these emotions and feelings and insecurities that I want to help people overcome and master. And for the first time in our species history, we're able to integrate the feelings and emotions that people have with specific regions in the brain. And most importantly, we're able to see these patterns and neural circuits of what causes us to repeat the thought patterns and habitual patterns of behaviors that cause our results. And when you help somebody change the way they look at themselves, the way they look at the world, when you give them the tools and the skills and the knowledge of mastering their own brains and inner game, you give them the keys to their own kingdom. And so brain research today is becoming more and more sophisticated, making it easier and easier for us to do more with the God-given abilities that everybody has gotten. It's not reserved for some people and not others. When you learn how to think a little bit differently, when you learn how to recognize what's holding you back, when you learn how to reframe some of the things that may have caused massive pain and hurt in your life in the past, and when you learn how to release that and then retrain your brain, the patterns in your brain, then you start to see the world differently. You start to see yourself differently. And when you start to see that beautiful soul, the genius, the spiritual side of your being, then you start to open up and blossom like a flower, and you're able to achieve the goals that you were meant to achieve. You're able to sing the song you're meant to sing, and you're able to live your life with the purpose and the meaning that you're supposed to have. So the reason I love the brain research because we're finally getting some right answers about how to use the biggest gift that God gave us. If you like this kind of content and material, just click on the link below, listen to one of our webinars, watch one of them, take a look at some of the other material we have, and let us help you achieve any of the goals you have in your life.